Hey guys, what's up and welcome to the channel, the Shotgun Shogun. And they put this out last week, but as you know, I've been a little bit busy with the tournament, everything along those lines. But I wanted to go over this notice that was put out, the Let's Talk Questions preview. Now, this is going to be questions that they're going to potentially answer during the live stream on the 30th. Now, this is really big. There's a lot of stuff in this that I'm very interested to find out about. There's tons and tons of information in here that would be great to have finally out there, what their plans are, things along those lines. So here's some of the question previews. Now, number one is going to be hero balance. What criteria are used when determining if a hero will be balanced? Will the balance related data be made public? And will the waiting period between balance adjustments be reduced? Now, this has had more than 100 questions asked on this. Hero release questions. Are there any plans for Strauss, Archdemon, Mercedes, Nilgal, Garo, or other NPCs to be released as playable heroes? We already know that Strauss is coming. Doesn't everybody know that? Easy. Are there any plans to release other types of heroes, such as Suin, mechanical heroes, monsters, or heroes that are combined with other types, such as Yufine, who is half dragon? I would imagine that we are going to get the mecha waifus in the next part. So this silly question, kind of, we do get quite a few different things typically. So easy question, right? Why have there not been more balance adjustments for 4-star heroes? That's because honestly, I think a lot of the 4-star heroes are actually pretty decently powered for what they are. We usually get 4-star and 3-star hero balance adjustments alongside of 5 stars, so that doesn't seem like a very whatever. What's the timeline for specialty change? That is actually a really good question that I would like to know as well, because I love specialty changes, right? I don't like runes, but regardless, are there any plans to release new 3-star heroes? If so, when? Usually we get new 3-star heroes with new parts of the story, right? So I'm actually expecting maybe some new 3-star heroes with episode 3 or somewhere in episode 3, right? Summoning questions. This is the really big one right here. Are there plans to improve packs containing mystic metals? Mystic packs are kind of meh, right? Let's be real, not the best value for what you get. Are there any plans to increase the availability of mystic metals? I doubt that they're going to, just because I think that mystic metals, you don't want everybody pitying all of the ML5s, right? Even whales have a hard time with mystics a lot of the time. I doubt that they're going to give us any sort of increase in mystic metals. Are there any plans to implement a guaranteed summoning system for mystic summons for a 4-star Moonlight hero? This is good. I would really, really like this. A lot of times actually getting the 4-star on a mystic banner is harder than the 5-star sometimes. Tempest Surin, please. Tempest Surin evaded me forever. Had to wait until Champ Zerato recall in order to get that. So kind of would be nice, right? 4 stars are not guaranteed in any way, shape, or form. Would be nice if 4 stars were maybe on a banner of some sort. Somehow you would only get that 4-star. Can the hero rotation cycle for the coin shop be changed? I doubt it, and I think a lot of people are going to complain about this because, well, if the coin shop doesn't have the ML5 that you want in order to turn in your coins, people are going to complain about that, right? I can see that being an issue in the future. Is there a possibility of introducing a guaranteed summoning system for artifacts? This is the biggest thing I think that they could potentially answer in the thing, right? Because let's be real, limited artifacts are such a pain in the butt. It is ridiculous that you should be able to summon, 10 copies of the character and not be guaranteed a copy of the artifact. Are there any plans to implement a mass summoning system? Personally, I don't want this, honestly. As a big whale, it would just make it too fast. Not even just that, it would be, I don't know. I don't like it. I like the single polls. I like the time that it takes, right? It lets you think about whether or not you want to keep going. Whereas if you had like 10 summons, it's just like boom, 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 done. There's like $400 on the table in like 10 minutes. It's got its ups and downs, right? I personally don't really want 10 summons. I would probably still single summon just for the purpose of that. So little bit of column A, column B, right? Convenience improvements. Are there any plans to increase the equipment hero inventory limit? This would be nice. I manage my stuff okay, but I definitely would still not mind more, right? A little bit less management. Are there any plans to implement a mass promotion system? This would be really good. Pick like, 5, 6 maxed out dogs or something like that, and then just make it so as long as you have enough 2-star fodder in there, good to go would be great. Was a little bit tedious, especially after very long leveling up dog walking sessions, right? Equipment farming. How much progress has been made in regards to the equipment farming improvements that were mentioned at the first anniversary? I actually think that it's a lot easier to farm gear right now. Are there any plans to improve equipment farming? I think that with the improvements that they made to crafting, the auto feature, I think that farming is actually not too bad. Conversion could use a little bit of a tweak IMO. I know some people will disagree with me on this, but I think that it could use a little bit more of a potentially guaranteed substat, at least one. I don't use conversion very often, just because it's not very beneficial for me, because a lot of times my gear that I get from that is just not good. Are there any plans to increase Mulgore availability? Obviously they have been doing that quite a bit, actually. Is it enough to plus 15 everything? No, not yet, but I think that they are going in a very good direction. I very much like the friendship. I like the extra Mulgoras. I think that once they put more Mulgoras into the game, I think that it will ease a lot of problems that whales and even normal people have, right? Gold/energy. Are there any plans to improve the ability to gain gold energy? Will the cost to remove equipment and artifacts be adjusted? I would like the equipment removal to be adjusted at least down a bit. It does promote you not moving gear until a free unequip, right? I think that gold energy is okay. I think that some people want to farm non-stop and don't conserve some of their gold, right? I think a lot of people don't sell penguins, which is a huge way to get gold. I think a lot of people, depending on where you are in the game, right, it's a lot easier for me to conserve gold than it is for somebody who's trying to get into the end game and level up gear. So I understand that. I think that easing up some of the costs on moving gear around would definitely help a lot. But I do think that energy-wise, everything is okay. I think that Leafs should do a full refill. I think that Skystone should do a full refill. I think that if they did that, it would be perfectly fine. I don't think that anybody should be able to farm 24/7 for free. If you want to farm that much, then that is where the monetization comes in, right? So I think that that is a big thing right there. Content-related questions. Are there any plans to improve the expedition? The expedition is fine. I don't know what improvements that you would want. If anything, it's phenomenal now, especially with the free entry. You basically get free gold, right? Easy peasy. Are there any plans to improve hero friendship levels? Now, it is really tough to farm that. It does take quite a while. 1,500 runs for example. I wish it was more based on like energy levels, right? Where the more stamina you spend, the more friendship points that you get, but I understand a little bit of column A, column B on that one. They want it to be, a long, arduous task, but at the same time, it does take quite a while, right? Are there any plans to add guild reputations, Dagger Sikar, or Guardian enhancement? Those are always real big, right? Coming soon. IP collaboration questions. Are there any plans to release an anime webtoon or something similar to increase Epic7's brand? I think that they needed to start with merchandise maybe and then go into anime. I do think that they plan on it. I think that Corona definitely held a lot of stuff back, right? But it would be nice to see. Are there any plans to sell Luna or other heroes as figurines? I think the Lunas, they've said, are always going to be prizes. Right now, maybe other figures in the future, but yeah. Are there any plans on collaboration with a new IP? I don't think they'll tell us anything about that, unfortunately. What are the future development plans for Epic7? 10-year plan. What's the current operation process, and how will it change in the future? Those are kind of interesting. We'll see what they put out with that. I think that there's a lot of things coming down the pipe, right? The Smilegate partnered with Amazon in order to produce games, publish games. So I think that'll be an interesting possibility. I think that they are gaining a lot of steam worldwide, right? If you think about it, Epic7 as a game with no prolific IP backing it is doing very, very well worldwide. You'll see people talk about how JP is not doing very good, but it is actually doing pretty okay for a game that isn't entrenched in Japanese culture, right? So I think that there's a lot of potential there. I think the big ones for me are going to be the mass promotion system and the guaranteed summoning system for artifacts. I think that is going to be really the biggest one, and specialty changes in 3-star heroes, obviously, for me. And I am interested about the hero balance as well, but what are we going to get here? You got the 7th Creston wrong, but no worries. That's what I'm here for. Are there any plans to improve gold gainer energy? Are there any plans to increase max energy cap? Also, the things you guys have smoked to give us 30 energy for 1 million gold coins. It's Guild Wars stuff. It's guild stuff. It's been that way forever. Like, I don't get that. Anyways, that's it for me. Let's see what we get on the 30th. I'm actually really hyped for it. Not only that, but the KR tournament's going to keep going. So we'll see how that goes. And as always, if you guys haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. Share this content out. It helps me beat the YouTube algorithm that has been holding me down forever. But I appreciate everything you guys do, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy, homies. Peace.
Crack it.